Are you having dust problems in your house? We've got a comment here that came from our YouTube channel, and they live in a rural area. They've got dust issues, and they're wondering how often we need to change the air filter. The most common air filter that people have in their house is a 1-inch wide pleated air filter. And those filters will not help with dust or allergens, things like that, asthma. Even though it says on the package that it does, I'll just say that what they don't tell you is the negative effects that it can have on your very expensive, the most expensive appliance that you've got in the house. The main purpose of a 1-inch air filter, or a filter just in general, is the primary purpose is to protect the furnace, okay? It's not to take care of dust. It's not to, prevent sneezing or take care of the dog dander or anything like that, okay? It's just to protect this thing here, okay? It's to make sure that things don't get inside of this wheel as it's moving air throughout the house, okay? So that's rule number one. That's the primary purpose of an air filter. Most people don't know that. So this would be the most ideal setup here, okay? This is an Aprilaire filter cabinet, and this is what you would need in order to address the dust problems in your house. This is a fantastic air filter, but some houses, it's rare, but some houses don't have the space in order to accommodate this wide of a filter. So I'll talk a little bit more about that air filter setup back there that we have, and that comes standard on all of our installs. And I'll tell you why we use that, why it's the best thing for our customers and the best thing for our company. But before I do that, if you don't have enough space for that air cleaning, that high efficiency air cleaner, you could install this, okay? This is an electrostatic 1-inch filtration setup, okay? It does get hooked up to the circuit board. It's got 24 volts of electricity, and it's a filter that you would change out every 90 days, okay? And it doesn't cause the problems. It doesn't hurt the furnace, all right? Even though it's 1-inch, because this particular thing, it's a low pressure drop air filter, okay? So without getting into too much details about that, it doesn't choke down the airflow and hurt the furnace, okay? So these things are great. It takes 24 volts of electricity. It sends it through this power head here, and then it amplifies that voltage to this spur, all right? And this spur has a little needle on the end of it, and it's touching the center of the filter, all right? There's a carbon sheathing inside this air filter, and that will actually electrify the filter, and it turns it into a giant dust magnet, which is pretty cool, okay? So if you can only, put in a 1-inch air filter setup, this is the one that I would recommend, all right? You're not gonna be able to get it online or anything like that. You're gonna need to go through a contractor in order to get that, but the filters are really easy to get your hands on, and here pretty soon, within the next month, you'll actually be able to order all of your filters on our e-commerce store, on our website at arlinghouseair.com, and they'll just show up to your house. You can just set it up on a subscription so that you would get a pack of those once a year to your door, and it's fantastic. But let's talk about that air filter over there now. All right, so why do we use the Aprilaire filter cabinet? Okay, it comes standard on all of our installs. We provide a 10-year parts and 10-year labor warranty is probably our most common warranty that we have on our heating and air systems. And the reason why we use this setup, remember the rule number one to a filter is the primary job of a filter is to protect the furnace, okay? We don't like having warranty problems, right? We don't like going out and having to do work for free because something is broken, all right? It's not very cost effective, all right? We will, obviously, because that's what the warranty is for. All right, so how is this filter setup beneficial to you? Well, it's actually designed in order to address your dust problem, or if you have severe allergies, things of that nature, or you're just looking to reduce the amount of times that you dust per year. I usually dust my home. I don't know, I feel the need to do it maybe once or twice a year at most because of this setup that I've got. And it's actually able to capture dust particles that are less than 1 micron in size. And you might say, Ryan, what the heck is a micron and how big is that? All right. If you were to take a human hair, pluck it out of your head, and you were to look down the barrel of that hair, that would be between 70 and 120 microns wide. So if you've got dust problems just like old Bob Saget does at his house out in rural who knows where, and you're looking to step up your game in your house to have cleaner, fresher air, take care of those dust problems, stop dusting, stop getting sick as much, check out an Aprilaire air filter cabinet. If you've got a heating and air or plumbing related question that you want me to answer, just like this one, drop it in the comments and I'd be happy to do it. Let's get into the video.